My earliest connection would be from my uncle, Ed Garvey, who was the first president and the founder of STI and STCC. He realized there was a need for technical education. He started STI, which was a post-Springfield Technical Institute, which was a postgraduate course of study at trade school. He hooked up with then Mayor Charlie Ryan, who was very helpful, as I remember, and Representative Tony Schiavelli, who was also very powerful and very helpful.
I was mayor of Springfield from 1962 to 1968, and at that time, Ed Garvey was the principal of trade school. And he came to me after I'd been mayor a year or two, and he told me that if he only had one more year with these kids, he'd be able to guarantee that they would walk out of there with a great job. And he said, "Can you find me some money for one more year?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You know, I would take a flyer on you because I like what you do and I believe in you."
Ed was really a very politically astute individual, knew how to work with the key players. He knew that he had to get some state funding. He went to see my uncle, Tony Schiavelli, who the key thing there was he, more than being a state representative, he was chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee and one of the most powerful positions in the State House. In knowing that and knowing that Tony was a big supporter of education in general, he approached him about the possibility of getting funding. He met with the governor, John Volpe, and said to him, "I need all of the key players in the state of Massachusetts that can do anything regarding the creating of a community college, and I want them in one meeting and I want to get it done."
In recollections of my dad, Joe DeLiso, he was really brought into it, I think, primarily by Governor Volpe. And they both had the same sense of how the importance of education and helping others in the community to get a good education in the technical fields. When Volpe was governor, he would visit here. This was a subject they discussed. And then Ed Garvey came in, and Ed became a friend as well, because I would see him at the beach house with my dad, he and his wife. So it was a connection of people with mutual interest. And it came together because they had a similar goal. And they both came, I think was important for, perhaps even Schiavelli, they came from families that were basically immigrant families. And therefore the importance of good education was very critical to them. And they were in a position to do something about it.
Every Sunday, Ed and I used to have breakfast, and we used to eat oftentimes at the Federal Plaza Motel, which was on the corner of Federal and I believe Pearl Street. And we would sit in the window, and Ed used to look over at the current STCC campus and kind of share his dreams for Springfield Technical Community College to be housed there, and what a great facility it was.
There was a raging battle among various players in the Springfield area about the future use of the Armory. And there were two sides to that street, one of which is now the STCC Technology Park. So they were debating about how to use it. Well, the idea of putting a community college there was not in necessarily gaining the favor of all the players. Some people thought it was an inappropriate use, that there should be businesses in there that would pay taxes. So that raged on for some time, and fortunately, I think the right decision was made in allowing that land to be used by the Commonwealth to establish STCC and share it with the federal government for their museum.
This meant training and jobs for the indefinite future, and over the course of 50 years or 100 years, the impact and the benefits to our community would be enormous. We had a very, very wide open, welcoming door from all aspects of the community, and then we've been fortunate enough to have good men and women charting the leadership duties of that institution for 50 years, and so it's proved itself. And as I look back, I'm just thrilled that fate or destiny gave us a chance to do something which was pretty darn exciting for Springfield.
He saw the success of STI, saw the need for this type of education in the area. This was a perfect facility to continue this dream.
Within about a 5-month period, the college was sited at the Armory. It was created and opened its doors within that 5-month period. So they had to get an enrollment, they had to create programs. It was just amazing.
You know, the school's gotten to be much more than probably any of them envisioned, which is great. And I'm sure he would be delighted and quite happy about the way this school has developed.
So here I sit in 2016, having been retired for 12 years, and I look back, and first of all, I am just astounded that the college is now 50 years old. I am extraordinarily proud to have been even a small part of where that college has come over that 50-year period. Tony Schiavelli, Joe DeLiso, Mayor Charlie Ryan, and Ed Garvey, the founding president. Just an amazing group. This is a story that needs to be told over and over again because it shows how something can get done if there's a will, if there's a need, and if you have the key players that can make it happen. What a great story it is, and what a great college it is.